driveway, watching the sky turn black, holding a handful of things I can't take back. I folded our memories into sharp, clean lines, creased the edges of the better times. I thought if I gave them wings, they'd find their way to a version of us that didn't go astray. But the clouds are heavy and the air is thick, and the lightning's doing its cruelest trick.
Now they're just paper planes in the rain, soaked through with the weight of the pain. I launched them high with a hopeful heart, but the water's tearing the ink apart. They don't soar, they just sink to the street, tattered and gray at the tips of my feet. I'm trying to fly what's already been drowned, just paper planes hitting the ground.
I wrote I'm sorry on a wing made of white and sent it out into the middle of the night. But the droplets hit it like 1,000 stones, breaking the spine and the paper bones. Our forever is a puddle, a blur of blue ink, faster than a heartbeat, slower than a blink. The sidewalk is covered in the messages I sent, folded into shapes that were never meant to bend. You can't navigate a storm with a fragile thing. You can't expect a silent bird to sing. I'm standing in the downpour, hands at my side, watching the us that I tried to hide dissolve.
Now they're just paper planes in the rain, soaked through with the weight of the pain. I launched them high with a hopeful heart, but the water's tearing the ink apart.
They don't soar, they just sink to the street, tattered and gray at the tips of my feet. I'm trying to fly what's already been drowned,
Just paper planes hitting
the ground. Just a handful of pulp, just a blur on the stone. The rain's getting colder and I'm going home alone. No more wings, no more flights, just the sound of the rain
in the long dark night.
I'm kneeling on the heartstone, blowing on the grave, trying to coax a memory out of what we threw away. The wood is damp and heavy, the chimney's choked with soot, and now I'm tangled in the ashes, trapped under your foot. I'm gasping for a reason, any reason to believe, but you're standing in the doorway with a suitcase and a sleeve. And it's just oxygen for a dying flame, trying to breathe life into a whispered name. I'm fanning the embers, but the heat is all gone. Just a desperate prayer for a midnight sun. Yeah, I'm burning my lungs out, trying to make it stay, but oxygen just makes the fire burn away. Faster, it's going out faster.
You told me
is just oxygen for a dying flame. Try to breathe life into a whispered name. I'm fanning the embers, but the heat is all gone. Just a desperate prayer for a midnight sun. Yeah, I'm burning my lungs out, trying to make it stay, but oxygen just makes the fire burn away.
A thin trail of smoke rising to the roof. I'm out of breath, darling, and that's a final proof.
Oxygen for a dying flame. Wait for the spark, but it's dark. Reached out to catch what I thought was a stone, something to carry, something to own. But my fingers just passed through the center of you, like a pale shade of white on a canvas of blue. I'm bracing my shoulders for a weight that's not there, just a handful of mist and a heart full of air. The more that I squeeze, the more that you leak, leaving nothing but dampness on my cold, tired cheek. And I'm just holding a cloud in the dark, trying to fan away a dying spark. There's no edges to grab, there's no anchor to throw, just a beautiful vapor that's starting to go. I'm reaching for substance, I'm begging for bone, but I'm just a ghost standing here on my own. It's a hollow kind of heavy, soft kind of loud, losing my mind while I'm holding a cloud.
The pictures are blurry, the memories thin. I can't find a place where the us should begin. You're a storm in my palms that I can't quite contain, a promise that turned into nothing but rain. I try to describe you to the walls of the room, but you're just a shadow, a scent of perfume that drifts through the hallway and under the door, leaving me empty and wanting for more.
Is it a dream if my arms are this tired from guarding a flame that has already expired? I'm clutching the almost, I'm hugging the nearly, missing the person I love so sincerely. And I'm just holding a cloud in the dark, trying to fan away a dying spark. There's no edges to grab, there's no anchor to throw, just a beautiful vapor that's starting to go. I'm reaching for substance, I'm begging for bone, but I'm just a ghost standing here on my own. It's a hollow kind of heavy, a soft kind of loud, losing my mind while I'm holding a cloud. My hands are just wet, my heart is just cold, nothing to touch,
Nothing to hold,
just a drift, just a blur, just a ghost of who we were. found your name in the margins of a notebook, a messy sketch of a life we almost drew. Now I'm terrified to take a second look at the version of me that was only made for you. The kitchen clock is ticking like a warning. The calendar is frozen on July. I'm waking up to another gray morning where hello is just the ghost of a goodbye. Now we're just fading echoes of a heartbeat, a distant rhythm in a hollow chest. I'm walking down the center of a one-way street, putting all our forever plans to rest. You're getting quieter with every passing day, a melody the wind just carried off and blew. I'm reaching out, but you're a mile of smoke away, just a fading echo of the us I knew.
The neighbors ask if I've seen you around lately. I give a smile that feels like breaking glass. I'm acting like I found some peace here greatly, but I'm just waiting for the memory to pass. The scent of your perfume is leaving the sweater. The Polaroids are curling at the edge. I thought that losing you would make me better, but I'm just standing on a lonely broken ledge.
Is it a mercy or a slow motion kind of pain to watch the color wash out in the rain, to hear your voice but forget the way it feels to lose the grip on everything that's real? Now we're just fading echoes of a heartbeat, a distant rhythm in a hollow chest. I'm walking down the center of a one-way street, putting all our forever plans to rest. You're getting quieter with every passing day, a melody the wind just carried off and blew. I'm reaching out, but you're a mile of smoke away, just a fading echo of the us I knew.
Listen close, do you hear that sound? It's the silence hitting the ground. Just an echo, just a shadow gone. Jones.
I'm walking through the hallway with a yellow cloth, moving like a shadow, quiet as a moth. The glass is gone and the wood is bare, just a collection of rectangles filled with air. I remember the day we picked out the brass and the way the light used to dance on the glass. Now it's just outlines on a faded wall, a gallery of nothing standing so tall. And I'm dusting the empty spaces where you used to be, wiping away the ghost of the you and the me. There's a silver lining of gray on the shelf, a little bit of you and a lot of myself. It's a hollow kind of joy, a silent routine, keeping the edges of the absence so clean. I'm polishing the void until The hooks are still there, like teeth in the plaster, holding up the weight of a slow burn disaster. I catch myself tilting them a quarter-inch right, as if a straight line could fix the whole night. I can still see the 10 lines where the pictures once hung, a story half told, a song left unsung. I'm cleaning the spots where your smile used to glow, but the harder I scrub, the more the holes show. Is it a memory if there's nothing to see, or just a museum of a broken decree? I'm keeping the gone from looking too old, trading the warm for polished up cold, and I'm dusting the empty spaces used to be, wiping away the ghost of the you and the me. There's a silver lining of gray on the shelf, a little bit of you and a lot of myself. It's a hollow kind of choice, a silent routine, keeping the edges of the absence so clean. I'm polishing the void until it starts to shine, dusting the frames of a life no longer mine. One more swipe across the grain, trying to clean the invisible stain. Just wooden wire, just air and regret. I'm dusting the things I can't quite forget. Empty frames, empty wounds, clean. I'm sitting on a hardwood, tape rolling my hand, trying to fit a 3-year life into a square of corrugated brand. There's a stack of fragile stickers that I'm tempted not to use, since everything worth saving is already black and blue. I'm sorting through the junk drawer, the menus and the keys to a door I won't be opening with any kind of ease. It's just cardboard and packing tape, holding back the flood of the remember whens and the thought we was. I'm folding up the curtains that used to let in light, tucking away the ghosts of every Saturday night. You're my whole world is heavy, and the bottom's gonna tear under the weight of the memories we're leaving right here in these cardboard box blues.
I found the cracked ceramic bowl we bought in Monterey. It's wrapped in old Sunday news from a much better day. I should probably just toss it, let the porcelain shatter. But when you're losing everything, the broken pieces matter.
I'm labeling the Sharpie kitchen in the hall, but there isn't a box big enough to hold the way I fall. It's just cardboard and packing tape, holding back the flood of the remember whens and the thought we was. I'm folding up the curtains that used to let in light, tucking away the ghosts of every Saturday night. In my whole world is heavy, and the bottom's gonna tear under the weight of the memories we're leaving right here in these cardboard box blues. The echoes in the hallway are getting louder now. I stay and try to fix it, for a dying flame. I'm still wearing your sweater to keep out the draft, but the wool is thinning where we used to laugh. The thermostat's broken, or maybe it's me, stuck in a season that won't let me be. The garden is buried under 3 feet of white, and the sun's just a rumor that died in the night. I'm checking the windows for a crack in the gray, but the frost is a debt that I'll never quite pay. And I'm caught in a winter that never ends, waiting for a spring that the silence defends. The ice is a mirror, the snow is a shroud. For every I love you I didn't say loud. It's a long distance cold, a bone deep regret, the kind of a freeze that hasn't thawed yet. I'm a statue of salt in a kingdom of glass, watching the blizzard that never will pass. The coffee gets cold before I can sip, like the forever that slid through my grip. I try to remember the smell of the rain, but the wind only echoes the shape of the pain. There are no more birds, just the crows on the wire, and I'm shivering next to a dying fire. The calendar's lying, it says it's July, but there's a blizzard of ice falling down from the sky. Is it a mercy to stay in the numb, to wait for morning that's never to come? Or am I just a ghost in a park of lead, counting the snowflakes instead of the dead?
And I'm caught in a winter that never ends, waiting for a spring that the silence defends. The ice is a mirror, the snow is a shroud. For every I love you I didn't say loud.
It's a long distance cold, a bone deep regret, the kind of a freeze that hasn't thawed yet. I'm a statue of salt in a kingdom of glass, watching the blizzard that never will pass. So I'll turn up the color, and I'll blow on my hands in this frozen white desolate land. No thought, no grain, just the coldest goodbye there's ever been.
A winter that never ends, stay cold. Stay cold.
I didn't hear it shatter, I didn't feel the break. It wasn't a fever or a sudden mistake. It was just a hum in the middle of the night, a tiny departure of the warmth and the light. Now I'm checking the floor for a shadow of red, but it's just the hours I'm losing instead. I'm trying to plug it with a finger of prayer, but I'm losing the us to the indifferent air. And it's a slow leak in the heart today, watching the always just trickle away. It's not a flood and it's not a roar, just a quiet rhythm on a cold kitchen floor. I'm getting lighter, I'm getting thin, while the hollow one starts to settle right in. No way to stop it, no way to start, just a steady rhythm of a slow leaking heart.
The things that I loved are becoming a chore. I don't recognize the me from before. I'm tired of the effort of holding the cup when the bottom is gone and the tongue is all up. Your face in my mind is a little bit blurred, like a faded out ink on a half-spoken word. I'm not dying of grief, I'm just fading to gray, one drop of forever at a time every day.
Is there a patch for a soul that's the sworn, or do we just wait till the fabric is torn? I'm watching the level go down in the glass, waiting for the very last second to pass. And it's a slow leak in the heart today, watching the always just trickle away. It's not a flood